Hi everybody, it's Emma. Welcome to my desk. This is like a little tiny area of the desk. The rest is a mess. But I wanted to do a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to mention in the video I talked about the mistakes with AliExpress orders, and I know it's frustrating when, let me get this in focus here. When you purchase stuff and then you wait a long time and you get it and it's like, what? This is what I paid for? That's kind of my reaction when I get it. So these two things, for some reason, I had it in my head that they were 24 karat gold. And when you look at the description, that's how they're describing them. And they kind of slide in. Now, this one says that it's 24 gold plated. Unless I, am able to test it, it's really their word kind of thing. And who has the little test kit that you see on TV when they're at the pawn shop and they're testing things. So anyway, this one, and they're both like super expensive for what they were. I think this one was $3 for 20 pieces, and this one was $6 for 50, I think. So anyway, I wasn't sure last night if I was going to do a dispute because I kind of feel like I got bamboozled and it's my fault. But I started thinking about it and I'm like, they know what they're doing when they describe it as 24 karat gold. And why am I looking on AliExpress for 24 karat gold findings? Like, it's ridiculous. So the other thing is I spend a lot of money through AliExpress. Now it's all different sellers, but they get money for it too. And the other thing is they also get free advertising. Most of the time when I do AliExpress hauls, people ask for specific links. And, I don't know anybody that gets collaboration from sellers. And I understand their markups not that great, so I get it. But so having said all that, I was like, I kind of built myself up and said, no, you know what? Here's the thing with this. It takes a couple of minutes to do a dispute, and I have a video on how to do a dispute. So if you're interested, take a look at that video, and I'll do another one soon. I hate to say it that way, that I'm going to end up with something to dispute. But it seems to be like I order in bunches. So I'll place, say, $100 order. So there's a lot of stuff that comes through. And it comes through like over a couple of days. And then I put it in a bin and I do an unboxing. So there's inevitably going to be some items in there that are damaged or they're not quality, that kind of thing. So that's what I was getting at. So I will be able to do a new video to show you how to do one. And the other thing was they have changed the way it looks to do a dispute. It used to be it was like all one page, so you filled everything out on that page. But I'm noticing now it's like really big, so it'll ask you the one question, and then if you answer the question, it moves on to the next one. It brings up the next page in one big page, and it does that throughout. So I was a bit concerned at first, like, oh my gosh, they changed their system. I'm not going to be able to do this the way I've been doing it. But it was exactly the same. All the steps were the same. The big thing that I try and remind you is when you're doing your description, explain as briefly as you can what's wrong with it. So if it's poor quality, just say poor quality. If it's, certain things like these, I said the tube portion is not closed on some and then is pinched too much on others. The big thing you should put in your description is items are unusable. The other thing is I don't go through the seller. Like some people will message the seller. I never do that because they always try and get you to, oh, I'll give you a coupon for your next order. Something like ridiculous like that. If you go directly through AliExpress, sometimes it's automatic. I'm not sure what the feature is that flips it, but I'll tell you, I will, and I'm looking just now, I looked up at my monitor and it's showing that I have an email. So what I'm getting at is it's a computer program that does these. So if you meet all the criteria, it often just kicks it back. Yes, here's your credit. It will be issued in the next couple of days. So let me just take a quick look because I just did these before I started this video, so like 10 minutes ago. Okay, no, it's somebody talking to me. Don't they know I'm doing a video? I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, the other big thing with this is make sure you include a photograph. That's another key feature. If you don't have a photograph, you won't get, as far as I can tell, you won't get a refund. It'll just kind of spit it back to you. So, if you have a phone, just a simple picture, I always like trying whatever the defect is. I try and like I'll put this on my mat and then I'll pick up the defect in my finger and show it like that so they can see their packaging and kind of not necessary. Again, if it's a computer system, they're going to see if it's a picture, you could put a picture of an apple. It's going to go through. So anyway, I wouldn't intentionally try to trick anybody or get free stuff or anything like that. Absolutely not. Um, they work really hard, just like we work really hard for our money. So I try to be fair and not, but I also don't want to get um, tricked into thinking I'm getting something that I'm not. So this was a total of, what did I say, 6 and 3. So that's almost $10 Canadian for this stuff. So yeah, that's a no-go for me. So the other thing I wanted to mention, and we are going to get to something you can kind of see in the corner here. It's going to be fun. So this was the original ones of these class that I bought. So I was a bit disorganized last night. I was rushing. By the way, if you're seeing this, it's because the ice hasn't started yet. So it's been raining and raining and raining. But of course, they're actually expecting, what do they call it? Well, they're expecting like the ice to freeze in the air coming down. So you're gonna, in two types, so you're gonna get this like glaze of ice on everything. As soon as it touches something, it glazes over to a hard ice. And another one, they described it as like a donut with like the little confetti candy on top. So then you're gonna get these like round kind of pieces. Anyway, side, we have power, so I can do videos. Yay! So these are the ones that I bought, and I wanted to compare because I ordered a set of each of these colors, and they were about 80 cents each Canadian. So I feel like they're a little expensive, but you know what? They are so beautiful. They are so amazing. Sorry about that. Let me They're so amazing for attaching. And I realized the reason I couldn't find the bracelet, because I have everything where I can reach it. I can just reach back and grab it off of, I have a shelf and a board and stuff. The bracelet that I used this on was part of a giveaway, so that's why I couldn't find it. But I think it was like um, Super Duo peyote and then this on top. So you can imagine it was really beautiful. So my concern with these guys was, one, they didn't feel like as dainty as these ones, and actually they are identical in the size from like side to side, but they are slightly thicker than these ones. But it's really like if you put them side to side, it's really hard to see. You can only tell by feeling it in your hand. And I mean, it's not a bad thing that they're more substantial. So there's that. And what I wanted to compare was this part I felt was really loose on the ones I bought. This area here. Let me see if I can get my light a little. So this loop that attaches this piece here, you can see there's a lot of movement there. So I had forgotten that there was, but I noticed in these, they were even more, a lot. So I'm going to show you these ones. Now I've adjusted this one. We'll get a new one out and I'll show you what I'm talking about and how to fix it, and just a little heads up on how to fix. If you have these fold over clasps, you have to be careful. If you adjust this piece here, be careful, because if you change this section, it'll either not close, like you won't be able to get this piece over it, or it will get stuck once it's closed. So that's something important. So this one I adjusted. Let me grab another one and show you what I'm talking about. So if you order these, so I would definitely recommend them. Again, I'm a little I don't know, annoyed that they're that expensive. That they're like, that's a lot for me. I think if you think of the amount of bracelets I make, right? So look at how bad this is. So actually, I didn't realize they were this bad. That is like totally open. This is something I would have done a dispute over, and you know what? I still might. So stay tuned. There may be a video on how to do a dispute on this. So when I opened it, I was like, this is like really loose. So what I did with the other one, and it seemed to work really nice, so I just got my pliers out. Now I need to reapply some of the Tool Magic so that it doesn't scuff things up. But just gently grab a hold here, and I'm just going to try and fold that in. I'm doing it really lightly because, like I said, I don't want to adjust so much this side here that the fold over won't. And you know, I'll just say I put this back on because sometimes it's hard to grab a hold of when you're using a fold over clasp. So it's there, that worked. And it's not as dangly. So that's great. So I think what I might do is go through and just fix them, because they're so nice. So there you go. So that was what I wanted to let you know about those guys. And let's take a look at the other stuff. So I haven't done a memory wire in such a long time, and they're so much fun. I just love them. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with memory wire. You guys are gonna laugh at this, but I never used to like memory wire. Let's turn this like this and see if that gives us. Okay, so I never used to like memory wire because it used up so many beads. Like, you're taking all my beads. But now that I know better. So this is what got me going on it. This was a dollar store purchase. And I was like, it was just like too sparkly to pass up. Let me see if I can get some bit more lighting on that. Yeah, super sparkly. And I didn't realize till I opened it up yesterday, it's got like a plastic tube inside. So anyway, I was reading the comments, and Catherine commented and said it's used on memory wire, and there's a tutorial she said, I think on Totally Beads, and I haven't checked yet, but I do remember seeing a video on it and thinking, wow, that's really cool. And yeah, so I've never purchased any of this kind of tube for memory wire, but I think we should do something with this. So I was kind of like, oh, wait a minute, I know what I can do. This was a slider, a Hello Kitty slider that I got from Kath from the UK. And by the way, she's doing better. She had some tests the other day, and she's just resting now. So she'll keep us updated. Poor Hello Kitty's got a pouty face there. Anyway, I think this would look amazing. And the other thing, so I grabbed these beads. I think these are the silver beads. Like, I think these would match with it. But these are the silver beads from the Pearl unboxing. They're 4mm. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we're going with this, but there's this. There's this stuff we're using for sure. And then I grabbed these large 8mm pearls to go with it. And the reason I grabbed some 8mm pearls is this is like these like crystals, and it's scratchy like crazy. So I think if I had a big pearl, and actually I might need to get a 10, because these are kind of, I was hoping that the pearl would bring it out more, so then this wouldn't touch your skin. And the whole idea was the memory wire. So I do have, I'm noticing there's a lot of silver color in this, but Hello Kitty is gold. So I'm not sure if we're going to do both together. I have my memory wire and I have both colors, so we'll figure that out. But the other thing I have that's intriguing, and this was like a clearance sale, is gold-plated necklace memory wire. So I thought, ooh, this would be really cool together. You know, I need to get the 10s. These are 8s. And this is a light pink. I apologize, just hang in there. It's close by. And I have them in 2 bins, of course. They're everywhere. These ones seem a bit lighter, but not too much. Okay, so there, that's better. Because that will, I mean, this is going to be totally sparkly pink. That's so me. So let's start out by doing the necklace. Oh, and here I pulled these out. So these are memory wire ends. And I got these at Shipwreck Beads. Somebody asked me about that on the last time I used them. They're great. So there's a hole on one side and it doesn't go all the way through. So there's some silver ones. The silver ones, oh my god, they're so tiny. I don't think I've used the silver ones yet. But these gold ones are awesome. They look like they're 4mm. Let me take a look here. So, oh, these are 5s. Okay, so you can do that, or you can turn your ends of your memory wire. So I put these on. You can put them on with any glue. I like to put them on with crazy glue. I don't know, I just feel like crazy glue's like never coming off. Maybe that's a bad thing. So let's open this package. Let's see what it says. See, they show how to. Oh, it gives you the instructions. Okay, so they're just talking about the, and I think I paid less than that for this. I think there was a discount associated with it. I guess I should have cut that open. So let's take a look. Take a peek-see what we have here. Because I've never used this before, And as I've told you in other videos, I am not a professional. I don't do this for a living. And guess what? I'm new to beading. I only started like when the pandemic started. I was doing the leather wrap bracelets and malas and workshops for those. So I definitely had interest, but I've never done any of this type of stuff before. So you guys probably know more. So I'm guessing this kind of opens up. It's more of a choker thing. And I have no clue on how you would measure this except to put it on your neck. So I'm going to try that. This is interesting. I guess I am going to cut longer. What I did was I put it around my neck like it was a choker, and then I pulled it out a bit and then pinched my finger where I wanted, like where it was connecting at the back of my neck. And the reason I'm saying that is I think once you get beads on here, it will expand. So let me know if that's the case, if you guys are out there that use these before. So here's the special cutters, and these are like $5. Important to use these. This is tempered steel, so it will damage your other cutters. So these ones work like that. So this looks like it's like 2 loops. Yeah. Something like that. I'm gonna retest it on my it's like really long. It's way too. It would sit. Let me show you. I have my my little this guy here. So I am guessing that this is where you normally would use this kind of thing. But when I pulled it down, I brought it to about here, so about 42 centimeters. So I think that's. I don't like stuff really tight on my neck. like I'm gonna be wearing this Hello Kitty. You know what I say to my wife? I make stuff like this, and then I say to her, "Do you want to go out? I'm gonna wear my nice new necklace." She's like, "Oh my gosh, let's go to the mall so I can show off my nice new necklace." I'm like a teenager. Okay, so let's. I think what we might do is work from both sides. Normally, you would do one, like your fix your end and then just put all your beads on. But because I don't know really where I'm going with this, I think I want to put some items on and slide them off. So let's start with the Hello Kitty, and we'll get that in the middle because we definitely want that in the middle. So this Hello Kitty, I'm not sure how this will work. Now, if there's beads tight next to it, it may stay in place, but you see what happens. It's top heavy, so, and it's flipping. So I had initially thought if I was going to use this, I would glue some like stiff felt and do like beading work around it and stuff like that, and that way it would hold it in place. But let's see if we can get the beads to get it where we want it. So let me, it's kind of, that's about the middle. We'll have to adjust anyway. So I think we need to put some big yummy deliciousness. Come join me for the bead brigade. So far, like I mentioned, the ice storm, it's coming, but it's we were lucky that it didn't hit yet. So I guess I'm I'm guessing we're lucky. I am putting 2 on each side here, so this, let's get that in place, and then let's go to the other side of the Hello Kitty and put 2 more. Yeah, you see what I mean? So I think actually once stuff is on there, it will stay in place. That's good. So here's so I had some thoughts about this. Initially, I was like, oh, I'll just put like a whole bunch of this on. But then I was thinking, you could kind of do like a section and then some beads and then a section. So I'm not sure how I want to do this. Let's take a look and see if we can. This is hilarious. I cannot believe how sparkly this is. This stuff's amazing. You know what? They had some blue confetti of this stuff. And I looked at it. I actually had it. I was going to buy it. And then I was like, oh, do I really need this? It was only $1.25. I put it back. And when I put it back, I was thinking to myself, I know that I am going to be annoyed with myself for putting it back. So after seeing Catherine's comment, I'm like, oh, why didn't I keep the confetti? So I'm just going to adjust this one because it seems to be cut on an angle. It sparkles everywhere. Crystals. There. Flatten that. So that's cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this and measure the others. So it's really neat that this is kind of bendy too, so you can get it into the shape that you want. So we'll get the next one. I think we might cut. Actually, I won't bother cutting the next two because I might want to get them to go all the way around. And this is probably not good for my scissors, by the way. You're probably like, what are you doing? I should have used my clippers. Okay, so let's grab this one on. Oh, this goes on. Look at how easy it goes on. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Look at. Oh my gosh. I should show up for my biopsy with this and say, can you hang on to my valuables? They'd be like, ooh, we got one of those. One of those crazy girls. Crazy booby girls. I'm trying to grab the other side, but. Okay, let's get this guy in. So, I was going to do the silver, but you know what? This is the pink sparkly is just blowing my mind. This is amazing. I would so wear a choker like this. This is crazy. Let me adjust my camera a little here. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so let's get some more pearls on. So we'll do the same 2 and 2. Let's get these two on. And you could, I forget about using bead caps and bead spacers. You could put spacers. I have some daisy spacers, some rose gold. I should. No, I'm kind of vibing on this, so let's keep it simple. But yeah, there's like kind of limitless in what you can do here. Okay, let's get these onto the other side. Flip this over. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. You know what? This would be amazing just as a bracelet. But not that big. No, this is perfect like this. So let's get this to the middle and see where we need to be with our length of cord. Let's see if I can get this. This is like, I'm not measuring and stuff, so definitely it's probably a smarter idea to measure. Okay, so what I was trying to do is get this to the closest possible to the middle, and then I'm just going to hang on to this one side, and I'm going to measure out a piece of the tubing. So let's grab the tubing here, like that, and this is Hello Kitty, and bring it to it there. Let me grab my clippers, and I have some broken clippers here, so then it won't damage the clippers either. Because you know what? I was thinking these were plastic, but they feel like they're glass. Yeah, they feel, that feels like glass. It's cool. Okay, so let's cut another piece. I'm almost out. Can you see me getting Jen to drive me to the dollar store for some sparkly tube? She'd be like, she was annoyed yesterday stopping for the dollar store because I wanted a journal, and she was only annoyed because she knows. She's like, that's all you're going in for? I'm like, yep. She's like, okay, I'll stay in the car. Come out. She goes, where's the journal? You didn't get one? My hands were full of stuff. I had containers for storage containers. Yeah. That's how I roll. So this is pretty easy. I'm just kind of rolling it a bit. I think Art Bead sells this stuff, but not this. I've never seen the sparkly stuff. I've seen they have like the like opaque colored tubes. This I think might be too long, but I actually measured it so it would only leave a little piece at the end for the ball. So it's probably the right. It's getting a little caught up here. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. If you straighten it out a bit, it goes in. This was what I wondered about with this. If the wire was too long, it would be, there, I can feel the wire. Let me grab it. It would be hard to get it on the, there we go. And let's go to the other side. I want to double check this because, you know, if I measured it wrong, I need to adjust these pieces. So that's good. Okay, let me see if I can straighten this out a bit. Okie dokie. It's looking amazing. Oh. This is like, sometimes when I don't like pre-plan too much and think about stuff. So when I was doing this, it was more about the colors and the sparkly, you know, aspect of it. I find things, and like I'm not actually using a lot of items. I find things turn out just pretty amazing. Now, this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's fun. I need grandchildren, so I can make stuff like this for them. Send them home, and then there's a story. My sister, one of my sisters, had 3 kids, and they were like uh, maybe 3, 5, and 6, something like that. Anyway, they were little guys, and at the time, that was when get this. Oh, there we go. That's what I need. The puff paint was popular. So if you're not familiar with puff paint, is you paint on t-shirts and then you let it dry overnight, and then you turn it over and then iron it, and it cures it into the t-shirt fabric, but it also creates, like, it puffs up. So I made t-shirts for the kids and they loved them, and my sister was like pretty, she's always happy when I was doing stuff for the kids. Then after a while she's like, I'm gonna kill you. Don't do that anymore. I'm like, why? She goes, he won't take his t-shirt off. It gets dirty and I can't wash it. He won't let me take, he wants to wear it to school. And I had written their names on it and did all kinds of crazy clouds and colorful clouds and rainbows and stuff like that. So they just loved it. So there's got to be a easier way to get this on, but I'll do my little sneaky situation here. Let's get this further on. Yeah, this part's a little finicky. There we go. I think the memory wire gets caught. The tubing, I think, is relatively soft, so it's easy to get caught on. Yeah. So I think that I just heard. See if we can get that down further. And like I said, I have this in a, like, just so that they're right there at the edge. Let's see if I can. We're almost there. Oh, look it, we got it through. So, this is hilarious. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Let me open this up so you can see. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking cute. Wow. Okay, so I want to make sure that the beads are close to the Hello Kitty face. So I might have to cut some of this off. Now let me put it on my neck and see where it sits. It's actually really long. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say you could put it into a wrap bracelet, but that's what they call memory wire. So I should have used. No, we need to make a necklace with this. So let me think about this for a second here. I definitely have it too long, but I'm thinking, I think we'll just leave it so that we get this complete so you can see, and then I'll just clip it down, make it shorter, wearable, so I can embarrass Jen. Come on, honey, we're going shopping. next one on here. So take 2 of these out. Crazy glue for the crazy girl. So usually I usually take the wire and put a drop on the wire. But this looks, let me see if a drop's going to come out. To be careful, I always get stuff on my hands. That sometimes these, oh, nope, there it is. There it is, there. That's it, like that. And stick it in the cup so that it's, and be careful. Sliding that on there. And I'm going to bring this forward. So it'll kind of glue it in place too. And then we'll go to the other side and then make sure that everything's snug. Okay. Let's get this one. The crazy glue, I like the crazy glue too because it dries pretty quick. So let's go to it there, I think. And keep my fingers away. Trying to, oh. Got them on my fingers. And there. This is so funny. Look at that. That is amazing. Wowzer. Okay, let me cover this glue here. Oh, look, it's stuck to the cup. I put it in a cup so that I can hold it up. Otherwise it'll drip all over the place. So, is this, do I have it at the largest here? Let's take a look on this here. See if we can get it sitting on this form. And just there. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, and I apologize, I'm wearing my shirt. I cut my shirts when I had my hand surgery so that I could get the shirt over. And yeah. That is adorbs. Totes adorbs. Oh, look at it. That is amazing. That really turned out super cool. Yeah. So I'll have to make a bracelet to match this. I don't have any more Hello Kitty stuff, but we'll find something really cute to do. So there you go. Just ta-da. Yeah, this is. I should go downstairs. Jen's watching TV. Go downstairs wearing this. See what she says. Look, honey. It's my new kitty. There you go. Thanks for joining me. I hope you found that fun. It was so much fun for me. And thanks to everybody for all the awesome comments in the videos. And hopefully we still have the power right now. Oh, you know what? Things are starting to, like the lights are starting to dim. So I'm going to try and upload this before Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.